welcome to A Home to Love. I'm Delina. I am going to hopefully inspire you through these Christmas season to decorate and make your house a home to love. Now, today we are going to do some DIY ornaments that I thought would be, they're fast, they're cheap, and they're easy to do. And they make a big impact that you'll see when we go to decorate all the trees in my house. So I will give you a list of the items that you need before each ornament that we do. When we use the spray paint, please wear a mask. Please, safety eyeglasses would be good. So we don't need that stuff inside of our bodies. The porch will be Friday's video. We are changing up for November and hopefully December. I am going to be posting twice a week. I will be posting on a Tuesday and a Friday. I do not know the times because unfortunately, uploading takes sometimes hours. So I'm working on that, trying to give you a time that's consistent. But that will be the schedule through at least November. December, we may even increase a little bit more as we go along. I have so much stuff, guys. I love Christmas. Absolutely just adore Christmas. Do you think I went all out for fall? Wait till you see what I do for Christmas. Let's get started. We are out in my studio, my very messy studio. I purchased some of these clear, this one has a dent in it. I'm not worried about it. Ornaments from either Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby sells them. I'm sure you can get them online. First thing we're gonna do is remove the cap. That's the first thing. What you're gonna need is spray paint of your color choice. I have white, I have a navy, and I have this really pretty blue. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna squirt a little bit of each in the inside of this ornament. Swirl it around and it's gonna give a marble effect. So, my mask, I have the fan going and the exhaust going out here. So like I said, I don't need that in my lungs. So, shake, shake, shake. Now, I would recommend going lighter to dark. Do not go, and then, if I push it down. Okay, we have a dud. All right, no big deal. We'll start with the white. And just a little bit, swirl it around. A little bit of the navy. Now, the navy, you can see, you can do this with acrylic paint, but the problem with acrylic paint, it takes forever to dry. And I am an impatient girl, especially when I'm doing Christmas stuff. Like I said, well-ventilated area. I would recommend, if you don't have like the ventilation that I have in here, to do this outside and just swirl it around. And it makes this really pretty, like, marble effect. You could add some gold. You could add some silver to it in order to get that metal. Oh, you could do brass, copper, like all metallics with a little bit of silver into it. I really want this color. So if we're gonna do something that I don't recommend doing. No, that can't be it. All right. Oh, here, Krylon does it. Yep, Krylon does it. Oh, this is like a total dud. I am so upset. I thought for sure, buyer beware when you purchase your spray paints. I bought that on clearance, and apparently somebody had already sprayed it. And like I said, just twirl, swirl it around. And that kind of gives you what it looks like. And you know what? I have some of this fake snow. Why don't we give it a shot? Ooh, that stuff's rough. I don't recommend that. All right, so I'm just gonna keep doing a little this, a little that. Oh, I got it to work. Yay! All right. I also recommend you start with your lightest colors and work to your dark. I did not do that in this one. And swirl and twirl. And with this, I am still going to turn it upside down on some paper towel or something that'll absorb all the excess paint. And that'll take care of this area right here. So if you can't get this completely right in through here, don't worry about it. When the paint rolls down, it'll cover it. So that's our first ornament. And I love the marbled effect that it gives. And these, for me, personally, are going on my trees on the porch because my house is predominantly gray and white with accents of blue, and the porch is a winter wonderland theme. The inside of the house is different, but the porch itself is my winter wonderland in Georgia. So, okay. That's the first ornament that we're going to do. Quick, easy, and simple. Okay? Okay, for our next one, I have some pine cones. Now, y'all know I just went through a hurricane and I have bags and bags and bags of these because I couldn't bear the pine trees that give me the great big pine cones or the ones that came down on my house. So I gathered up all the good ones off the ground and put them in bags so I could use them. What we're going to do, I have this fake snow or Santa snow. I got this one from Dollar General for $2.50. And we are just going to spray it. A mask back. See how this works. I haven't tried this, so we'll see. And then what I'm going to do, it's like snow. Make sure you get it all the way around and evenly. and just elevates your pine cones. I will probably take a clear coat of something over top of it to see if that will preserve it, but we're going to set this aside and let this dry like we did the other ones. I'm going to go ahead and do a whole bunch of them, and then we'll move on to our next simple ornament. Y'all remember those hydrangeas I got from Goodwill out of that great big bag? Well, I took some of the dark blue ones. I sprayed some of that snow and some of the light blue chalk paint. Well, this, can you kind of see where my theme is going on my porch? The snow is a no solvent, environmentally friendly, according to it. And supposedly you can use it on glass, but it'll take about 30 seconds of a good window cleaner and scraping it off, I know for a fact. Once you're done with it, turn it upside down and spray the nozzle to clear it, because it will get clogged. So, kind of cool. We'll see how this turns out. So far, so good. Okay, to finish off the pine cones, remember this wreath that I got in that bag, that same bag that I got the hydrangeas in? I took wire snips, don't use scissors unless you want to destroy your scissors, and cut some pieces off. This thing was shedding. It's probably not the best to wreath. I have some ribbon that I cut because that's what my hanger is going to be. I don't like the wire hangers. I prefer the ribbon. I think it adds to it. And a hot glue gun. Simply what we're going to do is take that ribbon, and what I do is I tie the knot. Oh, I tie the knot. Try that again. Thinner the ribbon, the easier it is to do this, but it's just a loop with a knot. That's all it is. I'm going to take some of those sprigs, and I am going to take my trusty hot glue gun and add glue to it. Here's a tip. If you load your glue gun, melt the tip of it ever so much, stick it in, and it should adhere to the glue stick that's inside. I think I had problems with this glue stick before, or this glue gun before. I may have to switch glue guns. Yep, hold. Okay, we're back. Different glue gun. So I'm gonna take that, I put some glue into it, and I'm gonna add some of those sprigs. I'm gonna take my ribbon and pop that into the glue. And I like to work with 3 sprigs. Now, you could add berries. You could add, don't forget to clean all the glue strings. You could embellish this as much as you like at the end. And I'm keeping it pretty simple this year because my theme for my main tree is like a nature-inspired woodland theme. And that came out. All right, no big deal. I need to add a little more glue. And then, so that was pretty easy. I mean, other than the fake snow and if you don't have pine cones, you'd have to purchase them. But other than that, that's all that is. And it makes a really cute ornament. and it adds to your another element to your tree. And since my tree is green instead of being flocked, the white is going to make those pine cones stand out. And I think it's just super pretty. Even in a bowl, these would be really pretty to elevate. And then the marbled came out like this. I did the same thing, different ribbon. And that one's really nice. And these you'll see Friday when I decorate the tree on my porch. So okay, I'm going to give you some examples of things that I have made in the past. This, I found an old Scrabble game at the thrift store. I just took some jute and some hot glue, and this one says believe, Mary. These are super cute on a smaller tree. Another thing, you could buy these discs, this wood discs. You could do this if you had a cricket. I hand painted these. But again, something really cool to do. Noel. Now, these are a fun ornament. These are what I call rag balls. You take the fabric of your choice, you cut them into little strips. Underneath is a styrofoam ball. You are gonna take a pencil, wrap it around the fabric around the pencil, dip it in glue, and poke it into the styrofoam ball over and over and over and over. But at the time I was doing a very neutral tree, so this is gray and white. I have a black and white one, and I have a polka dotted black. But these are super cute. These are another example. My husband had these little pieces of wood left over. I sanded them to round the corners. I added some gingham ribbon, and I painted a white tree and a black tree when I was doing a total like farmhouse. But you could do that with kids' names, anything you want. A cricket, sky is the limit with a cricket. So that's another homemade ornament. Now this one I made with my granddaughter. That is her fingerprints dipped in paint, and then I strung it with a Sharpie to make it look like Christmas lights, and then we put in little balls and beads in there, and that makes a super cute keepsake. These are my absolute positively favorite ornament I've ever made. They're ornaments that I had, sorry I'm in the garage if you hear the background noise, that I didn't necessarily, they didn't go with my theme, my Christmas trees anymore. I crocheted a chain in with white, and then I knotted the ends. I then took and glued around and around and around. They went. And then hot glued and put the cap back on. But I just think they are super cute. The last thing I did is, back in my burlap days, I made these poinsettias, this homemade poinsettias. I took burlap material, I cut them in a leaf shape, I glued pipe cleaners on the back so that they're adjustable. I then knotted them all together and then put a pine cone in the middle. And that's one of my poinsettias. And I have like a whole bag. I have, yeah, you're looking at my beans. That one, I use 2 different materials on that one. Super simple, super easy. Sorry, the lid just fell. Just ideas, guys. You know, you don't have to go out and spend a whole bunch of money in the store. That fabric I had for the rag balls, I had in my bin forever. The burlap was just from a piece of fabric, burlap fabric that I had. These are another idea for those clear ornaments. I took some leftover berries, some fake ball snow, I think from the Dollar Tree, a pine cone, a piece of that burlap, little piece of the leftover greenery, and put it in the clear ball. And it makes a super cute little ornament. For those nature-inspired cardinal people, I purchased the little nests in bulk, I think off of Amazon. I used some sticks and things from my yard, some fake eggs that I had from Easter, and some moss. And that's another idea for y'all for your Christmas tree. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. I have lots and lots of things coming, guys. And if you would, share my videos. It really helps my channel and it gets me out there in the YouTube world. Thank you so much. And like I said, I will see you guys Friday.